Hello, everyone. We're back on and we're going to do live seller calls tonight. So, first of all, we're going to bring on the Wolf couple and they're going to get started.
To mention something.
Okay.
1946, $1,946 first thing in the morning. So make sure you're here on time tomorrow morning.
Okay.
Looks like the Wolves aren't ready. So why don't we start with Andrew?
All right, Andrew.
Hello. Okay, so some live seller calls. How are you, BJ? Can y'all hear me? Sound good? All right. I'm assuming everyone can hear me. Hopefully so.
You're good to go.
Good to go. All right. Awesome. So first off, hello, everybody, or hello again. This is always exciting. I will say when I started, as you heard me just mention a moment ago, I was scared out of my mind. I was 21 years old. The phone absolutely was terrifying to me. And so I started making it exciting. In case you couldn't tell, Lynette Wolf is full of energy. And I remembered hearing her when I started on the phone, and she would always get excited about the closing call. And that became infectious. And I started getting excited about the closing calls too. That's when it all changed. You reached the voicemail of Courtney Benson. I'm not available. All right. No answer. And I would even say things when I was dialing like, this is going to be a great call. I'm probably going to make a lot of money on this deal. And I would say that while I was smiling. And I noticed the sellers were a whole lot easier to deal with. They could tell I was smiling. It comes through. So that's exciting and helped me be a lot less fearful of the phone. And what I was going to say, not to mention the scripts. In Ron's world, you have the scripts. You have Ron's scripts from the Quick Start. You have the scripts from the What to Say, What to Do with system, with the Wolf LeGrand system, and that's so powerful.
Please leave your message for...
Answers all the objections. Well, we got to get somebody on the phone. All right. We're going to call someone in Colorado here. They're asking $379. Always like to glance at the notes because sometimes they'll say something that's helpful. I'll give you an example of what I mean by that. So like sometimes they'll say a tenant is living there and 7 months behind on rent.
Hello?
Hello, this is Andrew. Is this Cabra?
Excuse me?
This is Andrew. I was calling interested in buying your house on Layden Street. Is it still available?
No, it's not.
It's sold.
Yes.
Okay. Congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye. All right. So it's sold. So sometimes they'll have, for example, they'll have in the notes that somebody, a tenant, it's rented and it's behind on rent. And that automatically gives you a notice. This is probably a motivated seller. And in the current market, it's not unusual for them to be sold. We're getting a lot of them that answer. They're already sold. They sell fast.
Your call has been forwarded to an...
Goes to the point to never let the sun go down on a good lead. I have found that the good ones can go away fast. So you want to be the first one and the last one. You want to be the one there when...
This is Carrie.
Carrie, this is Andrew. I was interested in buying your house. Is it still available?
It is. Great.
Awesome. Do you have a quick minute? Awesome, Gary. So my name's Andrew. I think you talked to my assistant a few days ago, and they'd asked you a bunch of questions. Looks like you're asking 1.5, and it needs some minor repairs around. Is that right?
Sure. I mean, we're selling that as a tear down. So,
Got it. Okay.
If somebody wants to buy it for one, they can buy it and do whatever they want with it.
I got you. Okay. My assistant said minor repairs, so that's a little more than minor, right?
Well, I mean, we're living in the house. I mean, it just depends on your level of minor and what you want to live with, you know?
Sure. Okay. Well, very good. And you indicated here, Gary, if we could agree on price and term, that you would entertain doing owner financing. Is that correct?
Yes, it is.
All right. Excellent. So if we agree on everything else, what's the least you would take on a purchase price?
1.5.
Okay. So not much flexibility there.
No, zero flexibility.
Got it. And then what would you be, what's the least you would take as a monthly payment till we cash you out in full?
Well, I mean, there's going to be money down, so we wouldn't take anything less than $500,000 down.
Oof.
And so, yeah.
Yeah. That wouldn't work for us. We buy houses two ways. We pay cash below value and fix and flip them. And then we, of course, buy paying a better price, but with owner financing. But we usually buy with very little down. What's the least you would take down if we could pay the 1.5 and agree on everything else?
500.
No flexibility on the down. We could, yeah, because with what we got to put in it, yeah, we would be looking at more like maybe 50,000 down.
Yeah. Okay. No worries.
All right. Should we follow back up?
Your interest.
Yeah. Should we follow back up with you in a couple weeks?
Not unless the terms meet what you're going to do. So if they don't, then there's no reason to follow up.
No worries, buddy. Hey, appreciate your time. Best of luck.
Okay.
All right.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you. See ya. Bye-bye.
All right. So a yes lead, but not very flexible. 1.5 million. Has to have 500 down, he said, which is interesting. Don't know where he came up with that number. It's a free and clear house. And first he said it's being sold as a teardown. And then he said that he's living in it. So a bit confusing. Need to look up some comps on that just to make sure. Because if that was some huge value there, it might be worth checking back into because it could be a flip deal. Otherwise, it's most likely a suspect. And we end up, I still follow up with them. I recommend you do because time and circumstance changes every seller's mind. And it may dawn on him in 6 months that he ain't going to get $500K down on a 1.5 house. And when it does, you want to make sure you're there. This one is in Denver, Colorado. It's a condo. He said he's interested. It's a yes lead.
Hi, this is Don Bianchi with Sweetener Supply. I'm sorry.
But see, it would have to be a short-term balloon. But he didn't answer. It's so awesome getting to do these calls with you guys. This is where the money is made. It's negotiating the deal.
Hello?
Chris, this is Andrew. I was calling you back interested in buying your house on Tuxworth. Is it still available?
It's under contract.
Under contract. Congratulations. When's it set to close?
Well, my tenants move out at the end of June.
Okay, so your buyer come through then. Okay. All right. Is there any chance it'll fall through? Should we follow back up or pretty sure it's closing?
Pretty sure it's closing.
Okay. All right. Great, man. Congratulations. Thanks for your time. All right. Bye-bye. All right. So, again, already sold. Special.
Hey, Andrew, make sure you hold that phone up close so we can hear it.
Oh, thank you. All right.
Talking.
I will do. All right. So we're finding, as Ron already mentioned, of course, when they call us, they're more quality. But the outbound calls, it's just simply a numbers game. I have to sometimes talk to a lot of sellers to get one that turns to a deal meeting, turns to a contract, that turns to a check.
Hello.
Hello.
If you are calling about our house for sale, we are asking $300.
All right. On to the next one. The toughest part is getting the people on the phone, I do believe. All right. This one's refused to share. I'll show you something cool. When they refuse to share the mortgage information, it's a yes lead, but they refuse to share. And hopefully you get to see it live action tonight from me or one of the other mentors on a live call. But I will ask them.
Hi, this is Gia Wallace. Please leave a message. Thank you.
I'll ask them after I start off with the yes script, confirming the price and that they're willing to take terms. Then I ask them, we want to make sure, instead of where I normally would say, what's the least you'll take as a monthly payment? I say, I want to make sure my payment covers your underlying payment. I don't want to write that down. I want to make sure my payment covers your underlying payment. Do you know about what your payment is? And almost every time they'll give you the answer. And now I'll say, does that include taxes and insurance? Either yes or no. And I say, okay, great. And you know about how much is left on that mortgage or on that debt?
Hello. If you are calling about
Different house, but different number, but same set. That's weird. All right. Having a string of no answers here. Now we got one in Louisiana.
Hello, this is Mark. How can I help you?
Hello, Mark. I was interested in buying your house on Plaza. Is it still available?
Are you an investor?
I am.
Okay, I just want to make sure up front because I've been getting a lot of phone calls from investors.
Okay.
So, yes, it's still available, sir.
Excellent. We buy a lot of houses around the area, and I think you talked to my assistant a few days ago. Looks like you indicated that if we could agree on price and terms, that you would entertain doing owner financing. Is that correct?
No, not at all.
Not at all. Okay. No worries. So we...
where did you get that from? Where did you even get close to that?
My assistant...
That I was in...
My assistant spoke with you on the 10th of February, so they probably just jotted down a note wrong. That's no worries. Basically what we do is we just buy quite a few around the area, and we buy them two ways. We, of course, pay cash and fix and flip them like everybody else, but mainly most of our business is buying them, paying top dollar, and all closing costs. Of course, we're not realtors, so no fees or commissions. But in order to do that, of course, we pay you over time. So if we could agree on paying you full price and all closing, would you be willing to give us some time to pay you off in full?
No, I'm going through a divorce. I want to sell it outright.
I got it. Okay. No worries at all. It'd be all right if we follow up in a couple weeks and see how everything's going.
Sure. I mean, I have an offer right now that from an investor that I'm contemplating right now. So
okay. What would be the least you would take on
times.
On a cash type price? If we was just to pay cash, what's the absolute least you would take?
$370. The house, the comps in the area have it at $450,000. and it's one of the biggest houses, and it's got a lot of features that other houses don't have. You know, it has two full kitchens. It's got a pool. It's got a mother-in-law suite. It's got 2 fireplaces, one in the master bedroom, one in the family room. It's got a big rumpish room in the upstairs. It's got 3 bedrooms and a bath upstairs. It's got 5 bathrooms. It's got a pool house. So
Okay.
it's got a lot. It's got a lot to offer. It's not something that probably will be on the market long after it's completely fixed up.
Yeah.
We took the popcorn off the ceiling, and we're finishing that part of the project up ourselves.
How much do you think we'd have to spend on it to get it to be tip-top shape, Mark?
Probably, I got a price of 22, but that was removing the popcorn and repainting it, the ceiling.
Mm-hmm.
So we've already done that. So you probably take 6,000 off for that. So
Okay.
you're probably looking around 18.
Would we be wasting our time to make you a cash offer in the low to mid 3s?
Throw a number out at me.
Okay. Let me do a little more research.
Not low threes.
I got
It's
you.
gonna have to be the mid to high for 3s.
Okay. Well, let me look up. My partner Nick lives not too far from the house there, so I'm actually going to reconvene with Nick and look up a little more information on the property, and we'll be back in touch probably tomorrow, but no later than Friday. Fair enough.
Yeah, I would recommend tomorrow because I'm going to accept that offer probably tomorrow.
I got you.
Other.
Okay, we'll follow up with you in the morning. Thank
Okay.
you, Mark.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right. So that's interesting. He dropped his ask price by $90,000 like that. So we'll see what happens. But follow up, Nick, if you're on, we'll get in touch and let's follow up with this guy. Who knows? Could be worth a shot.
I don't know if they can hear me. Oh,
No, we can hear you.
hear me.
Double.
And now I'm Barbara.
Oh,
right.
right. I thought we were on.
No, it's fine. Okay, so anyway,
we're on
that was it was an interesting call. I like that. I liked how it came down so much. But I really liked how from the get go, a lot of investors are calling or realtors are calling. So he was on the defensive right away, and you just kind of kept your cool and just he was immediately on the defensive. You just kept your cool and talked through it, and he was just started talking to you and started talking about the house and just got past that initial resistance.
Absolutely. Yep. I love using that straight out of the nose script. And a lot of times it takes that guard down and they all of a sudden become friendly. So it's good stuff.
And you just stuck to the script, and your posture is huge. Ron talks about that a lot. The posture is just, you don't really care if you get this deal or the next deal. There's another one behind it. So if this one doesn't work out, just go through the script, and if it ends up working out, it works out. And
Exactly right.
Terms didn't work, so you switch to the cash offer, and that looks like it could work. If it's he said it was worth what, 420 or something, but
450 or 60 supposedly. Yeah. So we'll see.
All right. Well, let's move on to Tony. We'll rotate and we'll come back around to you. How many more leads you got to call?
I've still got a lot. Yeah, I've got a lot more. So
Okay.
however many we
All right, we
need.
probably won't be able to get to all of them tonight, but we'll do some rotation and get Tony on, and then Wolf, and then Barbara.
Nice job, Andrew. Way to go, buddy.
Yeah.
My brother.
All right. You ready, Tony?
Yes, sir. I sure am. Nice to see you, Nick. Nick on the couch.
Hey, you too. Just relaxing.
Yes.
I need a beer in my hand or something.
All right. Save me one.
All right.
All right. Very good. And good evening, everyone. Tony Pearl here. Nice to have you joining us. And wow, what a great job by Andrew there. We have a great crew that is doing a great job for you guys. So I'm going to be calling a few leads here. Let's have some fun. Let's see what we can shake and bake free and make happen. The first call we're going to be making is for the student. I'll be making a few calls for you, Brian Hargraves, and the first house is in Elizabeth, New Jersey. So let's give this a call and let's see what happens here. We always say, be home, be home. Hopefully you can hear the ringing okay. Well, that was weird. I'll just call back. They hang up, we call back.
Hello.
Hi, I'm trying to reach John, please.
Oh, this is he.
Hey, John, my name is Tony Pearl. I'm calling about the house that you're selling at 111 Livingston Street in Elizabeth. Is it still available?
Well, it's available for cash sale. Yes.
Oh, okay. Okay. I can appreciate that. So actually, the reason I'm calling is I'm following up on a conversation that you had with our assistant who gave you a call a few days ago and asked you a whole bunch of crazy questions. I understand that I have your information in front of me, and I understand that if we can work out the details, you just said you'd only be interested in a cash sale, but my assistant told me that if we can work out the details, that you would be open to the possibility of taking payments for a little while until we can get you cashed out. Is that something we could discuss?
No, not at all. It'd have to be just a cash sale.
Oh, okay, okay. So if we were to pay you all cash and close quickly, what's the least you would take for this?
Well, I'm really looking for the full 430, 429.9.
Right. Is that what the house would appraise for?
It's not just that. You get the lot next door, which has a driveway.
Oh, okay, okay.
You're getting two properties for the price of one.
I always like 2-for-1s. Those are good deals.
Yes.
So what do you think that that lot would be worth? And is it zoned? Is it everything ready to go there, or how's that looking?
Yeah, if you wanted to build a house on it, you could do that. It is technically a separate address, and it's divided.
Okay. And what do you think the house that is existing, does that need any work, or is it good shape as it is, or ready to go?
It's in great shape. Obviously, there's some renters in there. We need paint and to be cleaned up. It has all hardwood floors, a nice kitchen. We just replaced the two HVAC systems in there, and there's 4 zones of HVAC. There's 2 mini splits and 2 HVAC systems, and the 2 mini splits are under 3 years old.
Okay.
So the infrastructure is all good.
Nice.
It was stripped down about 99%. I even ripped down some of the faces when we rehabbed it in 2009, 10.
Okay. So it sounds like there's not, and maybe carpet and paint is what it needs at this point after the tenants are out.
After tenants out, just refinish the floors. Actually, don't look too bad, but you could refinish the floors. They're all hardwood. They're 3/4 inch oak. Yeah. And we replaced 6 of the 14 windows. So we replaced the worst ones. The other ones are in good condition, but they probably will start to bow. They're about 10 years old, and they're Home Depot special.
Right. Okay. So what do you think that if we were just looking at this house there, what do you think it would appraise for if it was just the house without the extra plot of land next door?
Just the house? It's hard to say now what they're appraising, but I know the sales in the areas for just the house like this are anywhere from 3 to 5.
Oh, that's it.
Looking at that, yeah.
A little bit of a range there.
Come back with.
Okay.
Plus, the area is the Port Elizabeth.
Right.
So all the new building down there and the mayor's investment down there, and they just started up on the waterfront again to extend it. And they're going to run the ferry there probably within 10 years. They've been talking about that for a while, but it's definitely going to happen. Go right into Manhattan.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's going to be gentrified completely within 10 years.
Okay.
It's amazing what they're doing down there.
Yeah. There's some crazy building going on all over the place, especially around here. So, okay. Well, what is your time frame for getting this place sold? Do you have a certain goal there that you're working with?
No, it's a rental, and I just keep renting it. And I could use the money. I've got a new construction projects that I'm starting up on. But to be truthful, I've got lending for that anyhow, so it's all set up.
Okay.
I mean, if I get my number, it's whoever wants it.
Okay. Well, let me throw something crazy out at you. How would you feel about refinancing the property to take the cash out, and then we take over the debt and make payments through there and get you cashed out in full and take care of everything after that? Get you an easy sale that way. Would something like that work for you? I don't suppose something like that would work for you.
No, I'm not going to fight it at all. I don't want to get involved with that. No.
Okay. Well, I had to ask.
I know you guys are. Don't you have a lending arm that you have to do your business?
Yeah.
You just get the cash.
Yeah, of course. But we can't see paying full retail all cash. We won't be in business too long if we do that. If we buy houses 2 ways. We can either pay all cash, but we got to get a discount or work something out in that respect. Usually these are houses that need a lot of work, of course. kind of like the stuff that you see on the so-called reality TV. The other thing that we do is we can pay maybe full price as long as we get some flexibility with the time it takes you to get paid off. So if neither one of those would work for you at this time, it doesn't look like we're able to do anything here today. I'll tell you what, everything can go ahead.
I don't know why you guys keep calling me. This has got to be the third or fourth call I'm getting. I think
you're a popular guy.
Well, maybe from you guys, I'm not sure, but look, truth be told, it's great cash income coming from me. Right now, I get $2,200 a month. They're going to be moving out. I'm going to bump it to 25 or 26, and I'll get it. And, I really appreciate the opportunity here, but I'm just going to stick with what I got.
Sounds like a plan. Should we give you a call back in a few weeks or a month or so to see how things are going? Or should we just say have a good life now?
Yeah, but I appreciate it. Good luck with everything you guys are doing.
Hey, no problem. Thanks for your time, John. Appreciate it. Have a great one.
I know what it's. Take care. Bye-bye.
You too. Bye-bye. Well, that's how it goes sometimes. We have some fun. He didn't come after me. He didn't kind of try to come and whack my family or anything like that. But we found out. I'd much rather know. Would you rather know sooner or later that we're not going to be able to do business with someone? I don't know about you, but I'd much rather know now so we don't waste our time. So it's okay. We throw out some ideas. One way doesn't work. We can try a different way. It's all good. All right, let me call another one here. This is for the same student, but now we're going to go from Jersey. Actually, that's what people call Jersey, in Jersey, right? New Jersey. We're going to go down to Florida, Bokeelia, Florida. And the seller's name is Wayne. Looks like a 239 area code. Not familiar with that. But all right, here we go. Hope you guys can hear me okay. And the sellers, hope you can hear the phone all right. We're having a lovely evening here together. Just us.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice message.
Wah, wah. All right, let's move on. Now we're going to go to Hagerstown, Indiana. This particular student is all over the place, which is cool. You can do this. This business is so great with technology. You can do business anywhere, from anywhere, even Indiana. All right. Let's see what we've got here. We had such a blast last month for the Quick Start live in Jacksonville. All us mentors together. We had so much fun making those.
Hello?
Hello, may I speak to Mike, please?
You got the wrong number.
Oh, my goodness. I'm trying to reach someone who's selling a house at on South Washington Street in Hagerstown. Is it still available? Or is this the wrong number?
No, you got the right number, but it's not for sale.
It's not? Oh, my goodness.
No.
Wow, I might have to fire someone. They told me it was, and that you'd be the right one to talk to. Okay.
No, I don't know anything about it. No, it's not for sale.
So you're not looking to sell? What's that?
Did you see it on a website or something?
My assistant got it for me, and they said that they had spoken with someone named Mike for 716 South Washington Street. Gave me this number to call. I was ready to buy a house.
Somebody named Mike. No, don't know who that is.
All right.
No.
All right. I'm gonna. No problem. Sorry to bother you, sir. Have a good night. Bye-bye. The good news is they answer the phone. The bad news is, what the hell was that? Hey, it's all good. It's all good. No worries. Moving right along here. This is weird. So the last guy said the seller's name was Mike. Here's another one. Seller's name is Mike. What is going on? I don't know. All right. Whatever. Everyone's named Mike. All right. Let me make sure absolutely make sure that I got the right number here. But that last one sounded like it was the right address, but you never know what's on the other end of the line. Welcome to Live Seller Calls.
Hello?
Hi, may I speak to Mike, please? Yeah, I'm calling about the house I saw for sale at 550 Southeast Parkway Drive in Winston. And is it still available?
Are you a realtor?
No, sir, I'm not. Don't even play one on TV. I'm actually a buyer. Is that okay?
It is. I'm on a pending right now.
You are? Okay. Okay. Well, I'll just get right to it. The reason I'm calling there, Mike, is because my assistant had spoken to you a little while ago and told me a whole bunch of information. You had a conversation with them, and I have your information in front of me here. They told me that if you can be open to working the details out, that you would be open to taking payments for your house for a little while until we're able to get you cashed out. Is that correct?
No, that's not correct.
Oh, so you were just looking for an all cash sale?
Thank you, though.
Okay, so it's pending, huh?
Yes.
Okay. Well, should I call you back in a little while, a week or two, to see how things are going, or you feel confident that this is going to go through?
Yeah, it's pretty solid.
Okay. Well, nice. I'm really looking to buy that house, but that's cool, man. Well, congratulations.
Right.
Hope it goes well for you. Take care, buddy.
Yeah, take
Okay.
care.
Bye-bye. So sometimes they say it's pending or under contract. So we got to maybe see if we can punch holes in that to see if there's any possibility of doing something with that, because you just never know. Alrighty, let's get another one here. This seller's name is in Dustin. This one, last one was in Oregon. This one's in California. Wow. At this rate, we're going to cover all the states. There we go. I like that, Nick. I like that you just letting me go. Give me free reign. Look out. All right. Dustin. Orland, California. Never heard of it.
Hello.
Hello. I'm trying to reach Dustin, please.
This is Dustin.
Hey, Dustin. My name is Tony Pearl. I'm calling about the house. It looks like you're selling at 402 East Street. Is it still available?
It is, yeah.
Oh, great. Okay. I'm not catching the middle of something, am I? Is it not a good time?
I'm just working, but that's okay. I can talk.
Okay, great. Well, listen, Dustin, the reason for my call is I'm actually following up on a conversation that you had with my assistant a little while ago. I have your information in front of me here, and I was told that you would be open to, if we can work out the details of everything, that you would be open to taking payments for your house for a little while until we're able to get you cashed out. Is that something that we could discuss? Is that correct?
No, I don't know who told you that.
What? Oh my goodness! Yeah, I was getting all my hopes up. I wanted to buy that house, man.
No, I'm sorry. No, the reason I'm selling is my parents want to retire, and the only way for them to be able to do that is if I sold my house and bought their house out. So I kind of need cash in hand.
Oh, I see. So you got to get this cashed out in order to buy their house. Your parents wait a minute. Aren't your parents supposed to give you their house?
In an ideal world, but my parents are a truck driver and a stay-at-home mom, so I got to take care of them.
I respect that, man. You're a good son. So let me ask you, let me throw something crazy out. How would you feel? Because we're looking to buy a house there. We just need a little bit of flexibility. We could give you a really easy sale, help you avoid real estate agents' commissions, help with the closing costs. Probably would net you a lot more money selling to someone like me than a lot of the other traditional ways of selling. So I understand you need the cash. How much cash do you think you would need at the closing in order to do what you got to do?
I put it on for 360, but I think I'm willing to go down to 320.
320. Okay. And what do you think the house would appraise for, Dustin?
Last time that somebody came and talked to me about it, it was like 300, but that was before all the fires, and all my neighbors are selling their houses for about a little bit more than that, and they're not as nice as mine, so that's why I put it on there for 360.
Okay. I'm sorry, your neighbors were getting how much? You said 300, is that right?
Yeah, around there or more. And I checked on Zillow around town and talked to people who've been selling the house, but the market's kind of inflated just because the whole Paradise Fire thing. Everybody's just been buying up houses around the area. Right.
Okay. Well, let me ask you, how I see that you owe about $190 on your current loan. Let me throw something crazy out here. Don't know how you feel about this, but what if you could refinance your house, take all the cash out that you needed, and then we would take over the debt and make payments on you for that, and then get you cashed out after a while? Sounds crazy, I know, but is that something you would consider?
How would that work?
Well, you refinance, take all, like I said, take all the cash out that you need, and then we'll buy it and basically make payments on that. And then after a while, we'll get you fully cashed out. How would that work for you?
I'd have to talk it over with my parents and my wife, but maybe we're kind of trying to do the same thing. I have a buddy of mine just got approved for, I think, 320 from his USDA home loan. So he's really interested. So.
Oh, okay. Okay. A USDA home loan. So he's probably able to buy with nothing down then, right?
Yep.
Wow. Okay. Okay. And he's seen the house. He's walked through it and all that good stuff.
Well, he's coming this weekend to do a walkthrough. I just got recarpeted upstairs. I'm putting hardwood downstairs, and I'm redoing the fence and the landscape around it. But yeah, he's been looking around for a while, but nothing in his price range. Like I said, the market's really high right now.
Yeah. Totally. Now, real quick question: what's your timeline looking for, Dustin? Are you trying to do this? What time?
Honestly, I'm in no rush right now, just because I'm redoing the flooring and stuff in my house and the landscaping, and the house that I'm moving into, I got to remodel too. So I'm kind of just going with the flow right now. Right.
So no real rush. You're fine. Okay. Well, I tell you, it's gosh, I'm trying to think what else we can possibly do here. Okay, I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to confer. I'm actually out of town. I have a partner named Brian who's a little bit more local to you, I believe. So I'm going to get with him and I'm going to have a little conversation, see what we can possibly do with you, and give you a call back if there's anything we can do. Sound like a plan?
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. Hey, Dustin, thanks for your time, buddy. And if we don't talk, good luck with everything. But if we do, hopefully we'll be able to put something together and buy your place. Okay.
Sounds good. Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Have a good day.
You too. Bye-bye. Nice guy, but that's all I could think of at the time. It's been a long day.
I liked it, and he seemed receptive to it. So it's nice to be able to be a transaction engineer like that, where if something doesn't work out, just like Andrew was doing, okay, the terms don't work, so let's try a cash offer. Okay, that may work a little bit better. For you, okay, the terms aren't going to work. He needs cash sooner, but we don't want to pay that much of a down payment. So how about you refinance, then we make payments on that.
Right.
That
Again, just try one method, try another one. We like to pivot. We often try terms. If that doesn't work, we can pivot to cash, or we can open with cash and then pivot to terms. All kinds of different methods. I'm going to be writing something soon, an article called "What's in Your Tool Bag." That'll be good. Look out for it soon. Anyways, hi Lynette. I'm going to turn it over to you now, love.
Thank you. Mwah.
Mwah.
All right. Lynette.
Hello, everybody. Yes, we're
It's your
the
turn.
wolf couple.
I only see one of you. Just say Lynette Wolf down there. All right. Okay. Well, I'll let you take it away. I don't want to take up too much time. I want to get as many calls in as we can. So I'll give you, about 15, 20 minutes, and then we'll switch back. We'll switch over to Barbara.
Thank you, Nick. Let's hear it from
right.
Nick and John. All right, I am so excited to do live seller calls. Brian and I have been doing this for almost 17 years now. We love doing closing calls. This is where you make your money, cha-ching, cha-ching. And so if it's okay with you guys, I'm calling sellers and the phone is ringing, I'm going to be teaching. So there's actually steps to the closing call. Let me explain one quick thing. You have an opening call, which is Eagle VA, the virtual VA. They're the best VAs out there. They're trained by LeGrand. Then you do the closing call, and that's what we're doing tonight. And you're coming to a meeting of the minds, the 4 deal points: purchase price, monthly, down payment, and term. So you're coming to the meeting of the minds, and then the third part is the deal meeting, and that's where you make your money. Cha-ching, cha-ching. So you go out there and you get the okay on the paperwork. So with that being said, there is something called the steps of the closing call, because every deal goes through the opening call, closing call, which we're doing tonight, and then the deal meeting. So there's actually 6 steps, and I also have some rapport building scripts and your real estate investor bio. So if I get some time in between the ringing, because I'm so excited, we have so many great deals here, you guys, and get them on the phone. Step number 1 on steps of the closing call is get them on the phone, because if you don't have them on the phone, you got nothing. So with no further ado, I'm ringing the first one.
Please state your name after the tone, and Google Voice will try to connect you.
Be home. Lynette Wolf? there. My name's Lynette Wolf, and I was interested in buying your house. Is it still for sale?
It is.
Awesome. Do you got a couple minutes to talk right now?
Sure.
Awesome. My name's Lynette Wolf, just like the animal, super easy to remember. And I've got most of the information here. My assistant had already called, and I had some questions before I come take a look at the house.
Sure.
How do you say your name? Sanja?
Sanjay.
Oh, Sanjay. Okay, thank you,
Yep.
Sanjay. I slaughtered your name there.
No worries.
No worries. So we actually, now I'm actually the buyer. So I would be the one buying the house. So it's not listed with the real estate agent where you have to pay out 6% commission, correct?
Currently, it is not. I'm looking for real estate right now.
Awesome. Okay. Well, I found out about it because of for sale by owner. Okay. So we would be buying the house, and so what would be the least you're willing to sell the house for?
It depends on what are we talking? All cash offer, all cash deal. What are we?
Actually,
what are we considering here?
the way we do it, it's a real common way, is that would actually be buying your house. We could close on it whenever you want, kind of thing, and then actually we could close quickly. Is the house vacant?
It is vacant right now.
Awesome. So we could close quickly, and then we would go ahead and make a monthly payment to you until we pay you off in full at a later date. So as long as you're flexible to give us some time, oftentimes we'll even pay full price. So no worries there. We can talk about that when we come see the house.
Okay.
All right. It looks like you're asking
Yeah, sure.
$250,000, Sanjay?
Yes.
Okay. Awesome. Okay, that's definitely within our range, like I said, and we'll talk about that when we come see the house. So like I said, I see the house is free and clear. You have no mortgage on it. So my question to you, a couple quick questions before I come take a look at the house. What would be the least I could pay you per month until I pay you off in full, that $250,000 cash?
Yeah. So again, if we were talking about least amount of payment, how does that work out with you? Like, is it
Yes.
X amount of years? Are you
Yes.
asking me to finance you?
Exactly. That's exactly right, Sanjay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so I don't know if I could really do that right now. I mean, I'm not looking to finance anybody because I am looking to make that property or take the profits from that when I have another opportunity, which I'm
Okay.
looking to invest in. So
Well,
I don't know if I could.
I tell you what, I'm glad you brought that up, because if we were going to give you full price, the other good news is I mentioned no real estate commission. Oftentimes we can pay all the closing costs. There's no inspections, no contingencies, no appraisals. So there's a lot of benefits to working with us. You're going to make a lot more money if you could just give us a little bit of time. That I understand that if you wanted all cash, that would be a whole lot less than $250,000. So if you could just give us a little time, we would like to come out and take a look at the house. What do you think?
Yeah, no, it sounds like a plan. When were you looking to do that? Let me start with that.
Okay, we're going to be in town this weekend, Saturday or Sunday. My partner actually lives right over by the house. Her name is Cassie, and she's the one that's going to come see the house, and I'll be available via video chat. So one last thing, as far as a monthly payment, I'm just looking for like a range. What's a ballpark? I want to make sure it's within the range.
Yeah, I don't even know what that would be. I need to take a look at, I guess, some figures. I got some numbers myself.
How much?
And figure out what.
How much would it rent for, Sanjay?
I don't even know the number, to be honest with you. I haven't even explored.
Actually, yeah. I mean, the thing is, a lot of sellers are more happy just with just a couple $100 a month, and then we'll go ahead and cover the property taxes and insurance. Is that in the running?
Again, let me run some. And talk to my accountant, run a few numbers.
Okay. All right. Fair enough.
Okay. See what comes out of it.
All right.
If that is an avenue, but yeah. No,
Okay.
I need to talk to him first.
All right. Well, obviously, we need to see the house before we could buy it. So we could set up a time, either Saturday or Sunday. What works out better for you?
Yeah, so most likely Sunday, but I need to figure out a few things because that weekend.
Oh, for that weekend? You want me to text you
Yeah,
for a time?
I got to figure out a few things out. Let me see. So we're looking at the date. So I'm looking at the date. Let me just check my calendar here. Let's see. You're thinking the weekend of 23rd or 24th, right? 24th
Yes.
or 25th
Yep.
is what you're looking at, correct?
Yes. Is that okay with you?
Yeah, so, no, it should be okay right now. I need to check on a couple of things, though, because
Okay.
I just want to make sure. I have a couple of plans going on
Okay.
in the next few weekends.
Fair
so I
enough.
want to make sure it's fine.
Okay.
Is this your number? Is this the best number to reach you
Yes,
at?
yes, you have caller ID. And here, one more quick question. Well, two quick questions. So, are you the only one on title? Because if we come out, take a look at the home, we like what we see, we're ready to buy the house. We're serious buyers.
Yeah, well, my father's name is on the title, actually.
Oh, he is?
He's the owner.
Okay.
Yeah, he's the owner.
Could we meet him also? Is that a possibility?
I will. He's out of the country at the moment, so he's due back anytime soon.
Okay. It's
but
just, I'd like to
again-
kind of meet him and everything too.
No, fair enough. That's a fair enough statement. Let me find out from him. I believe I do have power of attorney as well.
Oh, you do? Okay, so you have power of attorney.
Yeah,
Okay. So, Sanjay, I'm going to send you a text to confirm what time, Saturday or Sunday. And yes, of course, we'll bring over some paperwork. That's a little piece of paper we got from our real estate attorney. It'll show the purchase price, right around $250,000, and then the monthly payment we talked about. Now, typically on this type of transaction, we put nothing down. So if that's okay, we would like to move forward.
Yeah, Let me talk to my accountant.
Okay.
Let me talk to. I want to just make sure that some numbers make sense, as well as if all this will be something that we want to consider. I also want to talk to my lawyer as well.
Okay,
to
and
make sure everything works out.
we
fine.
can have your lawyer talk to our lawyer. They have a certain language amongst themselves, so that's pretty cool. And
Sure.
my name's Lynette Wolf, just like the animal, so you won't forget my last name, right?
No, I will not forget your last name.
Okay. All right. So I'll send you a text and looking forward to it. I think we can definitely work something out good for you and good for us.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Thank you,
So,
Sanjay.
send me the text and I'll definitely confirm with you.
For the time.
All right?
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Bye.
All right.
Whoa, I went 7 minutes. That's the longest call I ever made. Okay, let's keep going. That's a good one. Here we go. All right, so step number 2 on steps of the closing call is build rapport. Are you guys taking notes? Step number 1, steps of the closing call, get your seller or buyer on the phone. We always say, do you have a couple minutes to talk? Is now a good time to talk? We always look for a yes. We like the yes, the yes, the yes. So we like positive, ABC. ABC, write that down, you guys. That's one of the best tips you'll learn from me. Always be closing, because if I'm talking about one of the 4 deal points, or I'm pushing one of the 10 benefits. Okay, I don't know if you guys noticed that, but that is super important. All right, this one here is 3, 4, 6. Be home, be home. The best times to call sellers is from 5 to 8 p.m. Monday through Friday. 5 to 8 p.m. Monday through Friday. And of course, we call after church on Sunday. And this one is in New York. I got my 3-minute sound timer, so you're on and off the phone. The reason I went 7 minutes is that it ended up being a good deal. So if it's a suspect, which a lot of sellers are, that's why I have my 3-minute sound timer. And my little wolf gives me, my wolf hugger here gives me confidence. Be home, be home. Oh, New York. Alrighty. Step number 3.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated.
Step number 3 on steps of the closing call. I hope you're taking notes. Verify the information. That's where you get mortgage information. And I'm going to show you there's actually 10 techniques. Did you hear me? 10 techniques to get that mortgage information, because that's super important. Brian and I are going to be teaching on the last day. On the last day, come visit us, and we're going to have a whole bunch of video. How would you like to watch Ron doing the whole business on video? We're going to show you that on the last day Friday. Come see the Wolf couple. All right, this one here is also in New York, 5572. And now's a good time to get a hold of them, because 4 o'clock here is 7 o'clock there. And the best time to get a hold of them is 5 to 8 p.m. Monday through Friday. Okay, step number 4, close the deal. That's where you make your money. Cha-ching, cha-ching. Hey, if you guys are still awake, go ahead and write in the comment bar. Master caller me. Go ahead and write that in the comments.
Hi, you have reached Tim Race.
Master caller me, okay? Are you guys master callers? Absolutely. Are you confident? Get the seller on the phone. 261. Here we go. All right, so we're doing steps of the closing call. Number 1, get the seller on the phone. Number 2, build a rapport. Number 3, verify information. Number 4, close the deal. Number 5, set the appointment. Number 6, sign off with enthusiasm.
Hello.
Oh, hi there. My name's Lynette Wolf, and I was interested in buying your house. Is it still for sale?
Yes, it is for sale.
Awesome.
If you have the money,
Okay,
everything's for sale.
awesome. And do you have a couple minutes to talk?
Not at the moment. You can call me tomorrow morning after 9 a.m.
All right, I'll do that.
I
Thank you
see
so much.
You called me out of the state. Where are you located? Arizona?
Yeah, I'm in Arizona, but guess what? My partner lives right over by the house and would like to come see the house. We're buyers. We're not real estate agents. We are the buyer. Would be buying the house.
Okay, beautiful.
Beautiful. Okay, I'll call you tomorrow morning. Okay, so that's why we always say, do you have a couple minutes to talk? You can see 330-604. That's why if they can't talk, you don't want to go ahead. I'm going to talk about pushing the 10 benefits, because you know what people do? The students, as we're mentoring them, did I go through the 6 steps of the closing call? Yes. What people do is students, we oftentimes am seeing pushing one of the 10 benefits. Number 1, either they don't elaborate on the benefit. Like they say, oh, we pay all the closing costs. No, you want to say we pay your closing costs and our closing costs. That's thousands of dollars. So we really elaborate on those 10 benefits that we're hammering.
Your call has been forwarded.
Oh my goodness, where is everybody? So elaborating, what also they do is they're pushing a benefit. Listen to the seller, because the seller just said, like, they don't want to move quickly because they're waiting for their house to be built and they don't want to do a double move. And here the student is pushing, guess what? We can close quickly and you can move out right away. Well, they just said they don't want to move out. Why would you push that benefit? Or maybe the house is perfect. It's like a model home. And they say, guess what? We buy the house as is. Okay, so there's another example. Listen to the seller and push the right benefits. And make sure you're elaborating on the benefits. Don't just say the benefit. So when I say ABC, I always be closing. You know how I had you guys write in the comment box, master caller me?
Your call has been forwarded to an
Oh my
automated.
goodness, where is everybody? Master caller me, I want you, that's a role. Brian talks about roles, and 7 to 10 hours a week, you want to click into that role. Well, here's the deal, 918-605. Some of you better be home, because I love doing these seller calls, but you got to get them on the phone. All right, so when you're pushing, say, master caller me, there's a sub-role called deal maker me. So,
Hi, this is Jeff.
hi, Jeff. My name's Lynette Wolf, and I was interested in buying your house. Is it still for sale?
Yes, ma'am.
Awesome. Do you have a couple minutes to talk?
Sure.
Okay, great. I actually got all the information, most all the information from my assistant. She called, and of course, you know, all the pictures on the internet and everything. And she said that as far as the house is concerned, it's pretty much in great condition. Is that right?
Yeah, everything was completely remodeled from down to the studs, and let's see, it was
Awesome.
2020 is when I finished it.
2020?
End of 2019.
Okay, I'm glad you brought that up because we actually, the nice thing, Jeff, right? Is that your name, Jeff?
Yes.
Hi, Jeff. My name's Lynette Wolf, just like the animal, okay? So
Okay.
it's easy to remember. And she said that you're asking $795,000, is that right?
Yes.
Is that the best that you can do?
I mean, I would entertain an offer.
Okay, so you have flexibility? Okay.
I have a little bit, but not a whole lot, but a little
Okay.
bit.
All right, well, that's good. You know what? We can talk about that when we come see the house, okay? And the good news is I'm actually the buyer. I'd be the one buying the house. So, yeah, that's definitely within my price range, $795,000. Yeah, that's definitely within the range. We could purchase a house. Obviously, we need to come see it for around $795,000. And the way we do it, it's a real common way, is would buy the house, close on it whenever you're ready kind of thing. And then we would cover your $3,000 a month payment until we pay you off in full at a later date. So is that $3,000 per month, including property taxes and insurance?
What $3,000 a month?
Oh, my assistant said that you had a payment around $3,000 a month, including your monthly mortgage payment, principal, interest, property taxes, insurance. Is that right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So we can definitely cover that $3,000 a month. No worries there. And as far as when would you want to move out? I mean, we're pretty flexible, but it says that you're living in the house right now and you're downsizing for a house with a pool. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay, so we're pretty flexible. The other good news is oftentimes we can pay all the closing costs, okay? Obviously, that's, thousands of dollars. We'll pay your closing costs and our closing costs. And if we buy the house for around $795, as long as you're flexible to give us time, meaning years to pay you off in full, the $795,000, would like to come over and take a look at the house.
Okay, I just have to talk to my wife about it.
Sure.
I've had several people call about the similar
Sure.
option.
Here's the good
news. The lease to purchase
Here's
or
the-
whatever it is. I just
good
don't know
news.
a lot about that.
Yeah, here's the good news, Jeff. We can either do lease to purchase or we can buy it with what's called owner financing, seller financing. And it just means we'll cover that payment until we pay you off in full, the $795,000. And the great news about that is, like I already mentioned, we're not real estate agents, so obviously you don't have to pay out 6% commission. We can even pay all the closing costs. I mean, that's a lot of money in this price range.
So what do you do? Do you lease the house
Okay.
until the money is
Yes,
paid?
that's a good question. So what we do, Jeff, is we buy the house, we're the buyers, and then eventually someday we're going to sell it. That's where we make our money because obviously we're not a nonprofit organization on purpose. So we're going to, yeah. So, but this
So in
is,
the meantime, do you lease it for whatever amount? And
in the meantime, we're going to work with some of our buyers. Yeah, we're not into just being like a landlord. I call that like adult daycare. So when's a good time we could come over and take a look at the house and meet you and your wife in person?
I just have to get with my wife, and she works at a hospital.
Oh, she does? Bless her heart. Tell her thank you.
Until later. So
How about
tonight? She won't get off till around midnight, so it'd be tomorrow before I'd get able to talk to her about it.
Can you text me
But if
tomorrow?
you want to send me an email, that'd be great. Then
Yeah.
I could,
I got your email. I'll send you an email and figure out a time we can get together because if we like what we see, we're serious buyers, okay? And
oh yeah, I mean, anybody would like what they see on this. It's all top notch. Everything's commercial grade and everything's
Nice.
brought up to date, 100%.
Love it. And we love that neighborhood. So my partner actually lives right over by the house. Her name is Emily, and she's the one that's going to come look at it. I'm going to be available via like a Google video chat. Basically, my partner is going to put me on the phone, so it's like I'm there, but I'm not. And like I said, my last name is Wolf, just like the animal. Just think of a wolf howling like, oh.
Yeah.
So it's pretty easy to remember. And now, what's your wife's first name?
Sarah.
Sarah. Okay. One last quick question. So on this type of transaction, we can go ahead and, take care of all those closing costs and, pretty much pay full price right around the $795. And we also, like I said, we can close whenever you want. So let us know. We want to make that hassle-free for you. And on this type of transaction, we usually put nothing down. So if you're okay with that, we definitely want to come out, look at the house. If we like what we see, we're serious buyers.
Yeah, and so what do? Just give me what, $3,000 a month?
We'll do what we'll do is we can do the $3,000 a month, but also we're going to take care of all the closing costs. Obviously, there's quite a bit of closing costs in that price range, and then also, like I mentioned, we not only do we take care of there's no appraisals, no inspections, no contingencies. There's just a lot of benefits to working with us, and we can close whenever you want. So we'll make that transition easy for you. Okay.
So how long does the total thing normally?
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, what is the total time frame?
Total time frame. Okay. So what we do is, like I mentioned earlier, we can talk about that when we come see the house. Obviously, we're talking years, not months. But we're going to try to cash you out much sooner because that's when we get paid. Remember, I said we're going to buy it from you. We're the buyers, and then we're going to sell it to another buyer, and we get paid. So sometimes it even happens in 6 months or 12 months. But yeah, we can talk about it. We do need, just so our backs aren't up against the wall or Murphy lives in your backyard, we do need yours, and we can talk about that when we come see the house. Okay, Jeff?
Yeah, okay.
All right,
Thank
so
you very much. I appreciate it.
I'm going to send you an email to figure out what time we can get together on the weekend.
That'll work.
Okay. All right. Bye-bye now.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Woohoo!
All right. You got a couple. I think all of your people answered the phone, didn't they?
Yes.
That's
I
nice.
got two deal appointments.
Yep.
All right.
Okay. We're going to give Barbara a chance now. I did want to address something. We saw some comments coming in, about the VA service and what your experience and all of our experiences with what the seller tells the VA versus what actually happens when you call them on the phone. And you could look at that. We've been doing the VA service for a long time, so watching these calls, these are unscripted. I mean, they're scripted because we're following a script,
Okay.
but they're
Yeah.
Unedited. We're doing these live, so you're going to get the good calls, you get the bad calls. So I just wanted to kind of address that. We thought the same thing when we started the VA program quite a few years ago, and we're like, okay, something's wrong. The seller is saying no, I never said that. And then we go back and we listen to the recordings and they're okay, yeah, they 100% did say that. So it's really just stressing the importance. These sellers are getting so many calls, so they don't remember what they're saying here and there. So you just want to make sure that you follow up as soon as possible. I think Tony had one where he said he talked to the assistant in February. So somebody's submitted an older lead and they just don't remember a couple months ago saying that they've had a lot of calls since then. So we record all these calls, and our VAs are not incentivized in any way to do yes or no leads. They're paid the same rate no matter what, so they would have no reason to mark it as a yes when it's not actually a yes. And the other thing that I noticed on VAs is the price. $21 an hour for a VA. That sounds like a lot, right? Because you can get an employee here working for that. The difference with our VAs is that you're paying $21 an hour for the time that they're actually working on your account. Whereas if you hired an employee, you got to pay to train them, you got to pay to. It's a cute meme that John made. There are cheaper VAs, but when you actually add it up as far as all the time that they're actually working and working on your account, then you're paying for a lot of time where they're just sitting there doing nothing. And our VAs literally bill for each minute that they're working your account. So if they're working on your account for 30 minutes, you're not being billed for a full hour of VA time like some of the other ones. And you're not having to pay for any of the training.
Nick, I wanted to point out that Cassie's deal meeting that we set for Saturday or Sunday was the VA. She's going to make about potentially $50,000 on this deal. And this other appointment was also a VA lead, Emily, and her potential, it's the $800,000 house. She'll probably make six figures on this one potentially.
Yeah.
So
And
it's
the other
worth
thing I
paying
wanna
the
point
VA.
out is that, and it's just something that I learned from you and Brian quite a few years ago. I heard you say it one time at one of our events. And as we're going through all these calls, when you get all these no's, you're like, oh man. But in your office, people actually get excited when it's a no, because another no is just, it takes so many, it's all a numbers game. So once you get, say, maybe, depending on how good you are, maybe you only get 1 out of 20. So you get 19 no's and 1 yes. So
That's
every
right.
no is a step closer to that yes. So
Yes.
just keep dialing, it's a numbers game, and you're going to
It's
get
fun.
Yeah.
It's a fun
Just
numbers game.
have a
3
good
minute
time
sound
with it.
timer.
All right, so I'm going to let Barbara take over, and then we'll come back around and give everybody just a couple more minutes. We're trying to squeeze as much as we can in by 7:30 when Ron told us to be done. So, you ready, Barbara?
I am.
All right, I'm going to let you get dialing.
Okay. Hi, everybody. So, I wanted to tell you that when I first started doing this, I was very scared of the phone. But I decided I've got to adjust my attitude. So, if you go into this with an attitude of anticipation, everything changes. So, I go into this thinking I'm going to get a deal. Number one, that's my ultimate goal. Number two, I'm going to add some kind of value. And number three, I'm just going to enjoy the conversation. So change your attitude and go into it with excitement instead of dreading it, and then everything changes. So let's see what we can do. All right. So our first one is Edward Harvey. Okay. First one is Edward Harvey, and this is in Atlanta, Georgia. So we're going to give him a call here, see what we can do.
Hello.
Hey, this is Barbara. I was calling because I was interested in buying your house there on Juniper Street. Have you got a minute?
Yeah, sure.
Awesome. Who's this?
Yeah, I'm Greg.
Hi, Greg. How are you?
Good, thanks.
Good. Hey, listen, Greg, we've got quite a bit of information. You had talked to our assistant about your house. We do see here 2-bedroom, 2-bath, 1169 square feet condo. And you had mentioned that it did not need any repairs. Is that right?
That's correct.
Okay, well, awesome. Greg, no worries, because when we buy, we're not going to get a home inspection and pick it apart anyway. We're going to take it as is. And also, there's no realtor's commission to pay because we're buyers. And so before we come and take a look at the house, we just had a couple of questions to ask you, though. So you had indicated to our assistant that if we could agree on price and terms, that you would entertain taking a monthly payment and let us pay you over a little bit of time. Is that right?
Actually, no, I did not agree to that.
Oh, you didn't?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, do you have a mortgage on the house now, Greg?
I would have to check with my wife, actually. She's the one that's been handling all the finances.
Okay. All right. Well, you know, if you factor in all the payments we're going to be making to you, the rate of return you're going to be getting is outstanding. So you'd have a lot of money to pay on your next house. So
Right.
you sure you don't want to get a better rate of return instead of getting cash now?
Yeah, I'm sure about that.
Okay, well, we found a lot of sellers don't really have a clear understanding of why it's in their advantage to do so. You know, there isn't any realtor's commission to pay, and we're going to pay the closing cost. So,
Right, but then we have to rely on the monthly payments to come in. That's
Yeah.
the only problem.
right. But, you know, that's why I say you would get an outstanding rate of return because, you know, I think our assistant mentioned that you didn't have a mortgage on it. And so, Greg, it'd really be to your advantage to do so. So, do you really need all
Yeah,
of your cash now, or?
Yeah, if we change our mind, we can definitely give you a call back.
Okay. All right. Well, that sounds good. So when could I follow up with you? Say maybe a week?
Yeah, that'd be fine.
All right. Well, let me ask you this. Sometimes we do pay cash, and sometimes we make payments over time. So what would be the least you could take in cash?
The least we would take would be 410.
410? Okay.
Yes.
Is that the best you can do?
Yeah, based upon what we have into it, and where the unit is located, it's on the top floor. It has one of the best views in the building, and it's, like I said, it's been, pretty much entirely renovated.
Good to know.
It's turnkey. There's nothing that needs to be done. It's like brand new.
Okay.
So we feel we're asking a fair amount for it.
All right. Well, no, Greg, you said you didn't want to take payments, but I want you to understand that we're not talking about 30 years or 15 years or anything like that.
Right.
So, I mean, we're just talking about a few years. So,
Right.
are you sure that?
Yeah. Well, we can talk about it, and if we decide, we'd be interested in that, we can definitely call you back.
Okay. All right. We'll follow up with you in a week.
Okay. Thank you.
Thanks, Greg.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Okay, guys. So he was not totally against it. There was a little bit of a question, and there's a little bit of possibility. So that's one we just want to follow up on. Right now, he's kind of adamant, but you got to take him through the different scenarios, like I mentioned, and tell him why it's in their best interest. So let's try the next one. All right. So this one is James Grill, and it's in Carlsbad, California. So we're going to give him a call. You guys enjoying the summit?
The Google subscriber you have called.
All right, we'll try the next one. Come back to him maybe. Okay, this one is Nita Cruz, and she is in Louisville, Arizona. All right, here we go. Hey, Nita.
Hello?
Hi, this is Barbara. I was calling because I was interested in buying your house there on Highway 82.
Okay.
Is it still for sale?
It is still for sale.
Awesome. What is your name?
I'm Lois Chisholm, and your name was what?
My name's Barbara. How are you doing, Lois?
I'm fine. I'm fine.
Awesome. Well, we were interested in buying your house there, and so we're buyers. And good news is there's no realtor commission to pay because we want to buy your house. So does the house need any repairs, Lois?
The only thing I would say that I would repair if I had the money would be to redo some of the master bathroom.
Okay. Does it need to be completely remodeled?
Oh, no. No. It just needs a new countertop and the backing behind the bathtub. Either replace the bathtub with a shower. Now, the other bathroom is a handicapped walk-in shower.
Oh, okay.
But that is the only tub in the house, is in the master. It has a rigged shower in it, but it's not a professional shower. It's something that we just kind of rigged up in there.
Oh, okay. So now do you have 2216 square feet, Lois?
We have 24. It's 24 under air.
Okay. That's good to know. And I think you're on about an acre and a third or so?
1.3.
Okay. All right. Well, Lois, go ahead.
I might tell you that the bedrooms, the master bedroom is 16 by 20. It's a little bigger than 16 by 16.
Oh.
And the guest rooms are 16 by 12. And then the formal living room or dining room, whichever one you prefer to make it into, is a 16 by 12, if I remember.
Well,
and then the great room is huge.
Well,
I've forgotten how big it is.
Lois, it sounds like it's very spacious and you've enjoyed the home. Why are you moving?
Well, my husband has dementia,
Oh.
and I have dystonic tremor, diabetes, and several heart problems, and several other things that we need to be in Dallas closer to our children.
Well, Lois, I'm so sorry to hear that. I lost my husband a couple of years ago, so I know how trying that can be. But the good news is, Lois, we want to make this really simple and easy to buy your house, and we can close whenever you're ready. And the good news is, too, we usually pay all the closing cost. So there's no realtor's commission to pay, and we can take the house as is. We're not going to get a home inspector out there and pick the house apart and ask you to fix anything. So we want to make it super easy for you. Now, if you need to stay in the house after we close and make a payment or two, that's no worries either. So Lois, when you had talked to our assistant, you had mentioned that if we could agree on price and terms, that you would take some owner financing and let us make a monthly payment to you for a while. Is that right?
You must be talking to somebody else. You're not talking to me.
Okay, well, so do you currently have a payment on it now? Are your payments about $427?
Yes.
Okay. Well, Lois, what we could do is just take over that payment for a while, and we're not talking a long period of time. I think you had mentioned to our assistant that you might be flexible, I don't know, mention 5 or 10 years that we might be able to make the payment to you until we can get you paid off in full. Is that right?
No, ma'am.
No. Okay. Well, I guess.
I told the lady that is wanting to buy it and whoever else might be interested that we have to have the money for it because we've got to get a home when we move to Texas.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess my assistant had the notes down here wrong because that's what they had indicated. So now you only have a little bit owed on it, so you got a lot of equity, but you're looking to get all cash, you said?
Yes, ma'am.
Well,
plus closing costs.
Okay. Well, sometimes we do pay all cash. What would be the least you could take in cash?
$79,900.
$79,900. And so you were asking 80?
We started at 125.
Okay, what do you think the house would appraise for?
Around 120 to 125.
Okay.
It is on prime property on the highway going into Louisville. Well, it's about halfway between Louisville and Stamps. It has a huge shop building beside it, which needs considerable repair. But the infrastructure in the shop is in pretty good shape. It needs new windows. It needs a new roof on it. It's a tin building. It's a metal building. And I would say it probably needs a concrete floor in it.
Well, what do you think it would cost in renovations, Lois? How much money do you think the house and the shop and all need in renovations?
I have no idea. Where my husband is 81 years old, I'm 76, and we had no intentions of even having this property, but my mother gave it to us to take care of her. And now we've got to be taken care of.
Oh, yes.
So
I'm sorry about that.
We're not in the market to even think about doing renovations. The house itself has new metal roofing, and all the soffits and everything are covered with metal. There's no painting to do except for the uprights on the carport. And this new bathroom back there, there's a $10,000 bathroom that we put in. So walk in, like I said, handicapped with a sliding shower head, goes up and down, side to side. It's very handy with a handicap handle for stepping in and out.
Well, Lois, it does sound like it has a lot of improvements in it. So you say that 79, is that really the best you can do?
Yes, ma'am. We just went down.
Okay.
From 90.
From 90, and you think it appraised for what?
I think it'll praise for at least 100 to 120,000.
All right. Okay. Well, that could be in the range. When could we take a look at it? Could we come out and take a look at it this Sunday or Saturday, this weekend?
You could come Saturday. We'll be in worship off and on Sunday.
Okay. Saturday would be good. And so.
And I will tell you that it has new carpet throughout except for in the living room. The den, all the bedrooms, all have new carpet. The bathrooms have tile. The handicap bathroom is ceramic. The other and the kitchen have new tile that is guaranteed for 10 years. And it is very tough. It is tough tile.
Okay. Well, you know what, Lois? When we come out Saturday, your husband will be there as well. Is he on the deed as well, or not? He's not able to. Is he able to talk to us or not?
He's able to communicate, but he does not make some good sense part of the time because he does have Alzheimer's.
Understand.
And
okay.
one of the reasons why we need to get closer to his doctors and mine.
So you need to close pretty quick, right?
I would like to close within 3 months at least, and then we're going to need some time, of course, to pack up and move, because I'll be doing the packing myself, and maybe one or two of my neighbors helping me.
Okay.
And I walk with a cane or a walker, so I don't move around quickly.
Well, Lois, we want to make this convenient for you, and we want to make it seamless for you and close whenever you're ready. So what time would be good for you on Saturday?
Let's make it after 2 o'clock. Is that all right?
That should be fine. So I'm going to have my partner go out there, Nita. Nita Cruz is going to come out there and take a look at it, and I'll be with her on the phone to help her. But she's going to come and take a look at it, and so we're looking forward to taking a look at it then, okay?
Okay. You know that she's already been here several times.
She has? Okay, so she's seen it?
Yes.
Okay.
She's an acquaintance of ours.
Okay, well, awesome. All right, well, I'm going to get back with her, and we're going to discuss it, and she's going to come out and see it again, or we're going to talk it over Saturday and get back with you, because we are interested in buying it, and I think this will work out great for you and great for her.
Okay, just remember that there's not going to be a down payment and monthly payments or anything like that. It's going to have to be a cash sale.
Okay, yeah, she had indicated that you might consider doing some owner financing for a few years, so we do understand now that you want cash.
She'd already asked me that a couple times, and I told her, no, we cannot do it for her age or ours.
Okay.
So,
all right, but you're flexible on the price, right?
we're not flexible any farther down. We'll go up if you like.
Well, no, that won't work for us.
Well, I know. But what I'm saying is we've already come down considerably, and our last come down was almost $20,000.
Okay.
So I'm not willing to go any farther unless something happened that we had to go immediately to the hospital in Dallas and stay there. So no, we need that money to live on for the rest of our lives because we're on very minimum Social Security. I get $424 a month. My medicine, one medicine costs $1,700 for 2 months supply.
Ouch. So you need some cash pretty bad, don't you?
We need our cash distributed properly.
Okay.
Not taken all in one lump sum.
Distributed property and not taking it all in one lump sum. So then, Lois, are you sure you wouldn't want to consider taking a monthly payment then? Because you get an outstanding rate of return here, and you get some interest on your money, and you'd get a monthly income to sustain yourself.
We're not willing to essentially finance the sale. We're just not doing that. Our advisors have already told us, and our children have told us, because our power of attorney has authority over a lot of this. So she's not going to go for that at all. I've already talked to her about it.
Okay, so you basically just want cash.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
We need cash.
We got that. All right. We're going to come out Saturday at 2 and talk to you about getting you cash.
All righty.
Looking forward to it, Lois. It's going to work out great. Thank you.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Bye.
All right. Bye-bye.
Contradicting herself a little
Yes,
bit there, huh?
yes, she did. So, guys, do you see what I did? I kind of got in her head, and she was contradicting herself. She said first she wanted all cash, then she said she wanted a monthly income, so I went back to that. So what we're going to do is, I don't know the value of this. All my lead sheet says is that she wants $80,000. I have no idea what this property is worth. So when I found out that she thought that it might be worth 125, that caught my interest. So then I calculated, what is the cash formula? Well, Ron's cash formula is under 300,000, 70% of our minus repair costs. She didn't really know the repair costs. So we're just going to do a little homework on this and see. We're going to go check the comps and see what the true value is. It could be a lot higher than she thinks. At this age, she may not even know the market is skyrocketing and taking off. So this house could be a lot more valuable, and that's what we're going to check out, guys. So that's what we did. So I think we got a deal here, and I think you would agree that she's going to be pretty flexible on the price when we get out there, and even if we offer her a little bit less, cash in hand now is really going to talk, and I think that we could get her to agree. Okay.
All right, we're going to go around one more time and give Andrew, Tony, and the Wolves, probably about 5 minutes each, just kind of rapid fire calls. And I know that'll take us a little over 7:30, but I'm sure you guys don't mind, and if you do, then you can log off.
We can do a poll.
We could do a poll. In the meantime, we're going to have Andrew.
Hello,
right,
hello.
Andrew, go ahead, take it away.
Awesome. I seen a little poll there on the right side, so that was really cool. So now you can take official polls. Good stuff. Everybody's doing a great job tonight, man. Some great sellers and some interesting deals, that's for sure. Every call is an adventure. We'll call a couple.
Tina.
Yes, Tina. Andrew, calling you back. Interested in buying your house on Deer Path. Is it still available?
Nope. The tenants want to stay, so I'm not. Well, if it's available, it won't be until I don't know September or so.
Okay. Would you want to sell it with a tenant in it?
Are you an investor?
Yes.
Probably not.
Okay.
Because I know you're going to lowball me. We can't both make money, so
Well,
I'm good.
Okay, actually, we're interested. You're asking $297, is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, we buy a lot of houses and we buy them two ways, Tina, and we actually wouldn't be opposed to paying right at full price. And what we do pay cash and close right away and fix and flip properties. But our mainly what we do is pay top dollar and all closing. Of course, we're not realtors, so no fees or commissions. And in order to do that, we agree on a price now and then make you a monthly payment till we cash you out in full. So if we agreed on a full price and us paying all closing costs, could you give us some time to pay you off in full?
I have yet to figure out how we both can make money on that, because that's clearly a business because I had like 4 of these calls.
Yeah.
So I've been trying to figure out what's the angle.
Yes. Well, I'll tell you what that is if you would like me to.
Sure.
So what I do is we agree on a price and we pay the closing out of pocket. We start making you a monthly payment. When you and us agree, we start. And then we take care of the maintenance, repairs, taxes, and insurance. And, of course, down the line, we're going to end up reselling it. So we're going to find somebody and resell it to them and, of course, mark it up when we do. And that's how we make our money in the long run. So you get what you need, top dollar and a great price and a monthly payment for the house. And then over time, we end up making some money on it when we cash it out at a higher price.
So when do you what kind of down payment do you typically pay down? Down? Is that maybe how you make money?
Yeah. So usually whenever we're paying retail price, we usually buy with nothing down.
Okay.
And like I said, we pay the closing. So we pay all the closing costs. Our real estate attorney handles that. And then we just agree on a monthly payment amount until we cash you out. So what if we agreed on everything else? What's the least you would take on a monthly payment till we cash you out?
I don't know, but I'm getting $2,300 in rental income now, so there's really no incentive for me to sell it now.
Yeah, and do your tenants, I'm assuming you take care of the maintenance, repairs, taxes, and insurance right now. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So we would take care of all that. Do you know about how much taxes and insurance run?
Taxes is like $3,000. 6,000 a year, maybe.
6. Okay.
Together.
6, okay. So let's see. So you're getting about 1,700 minus repairs and maintenance. So, yeah, if we could come to, a price, a monthly payment, it probably wouldn't be much less than what you're getting now. And we would be taking responsibility for everything. We can nail down the final, though, when we get there. And then we usually just put it on like a 30-year term and then cash you out as soon as possible when we resell it. Is that cool?
Well, I'm going on vacation for a week tomorrow, so I'm pretty sure I'm not making any decisions or too complicated thoughts today.
Okay.
And it is something I would have to think about.
Okay. When will you be?
If the risk is worth my rewards.
Absolutely. Yeah. Well,
I know you, but I don't know you. So they
Sure.
2 payments, and I have to foreclose and do all that foolishness. But I never got a penny down, so that's risky for me.
I got you. Yeah, I get that. So a couple of things. Of course, obviously, we don't make money unless we keep our commitment, which is how we make money. And then, of course, reselling the house down the line. And number 2 is we can get into all that when we meet. We do 4 to 6 of these a month. So I've been doing it for a lot of years now. So no worries there. When will you be back from vacation, Tina, where we might be able to come and meet face to face and
Middle of next week. Are you in Baton Rouge, or where are you?
I am actually in Louisville, Kentucky, but my partner Nick is right outside of Baton Rouge there. So he would be the one coming over, and I'd be available on the phone.
Yeah. Okay.
Right.
Well, I'll be back middle of next week.
Okay.
And then I'm sure catching up. You know how it goes. But you can try me by later next week. And,
Okay.
maybe we can talk some more.
We'll just tentatively plan on maybe meeting you. Would it be okay if we go ahead and set up a tentative time to maybe meet Thursday midday or something like that?
I do not know what I'm going to be doing yet.
No worries. Okay.
Because you know how you come back from vacation.
Yes. Well, we'll just call you. We'll just call you Wednesday or Thursday next week and nail down a time. And I definitely think this is.
Wednesday is definitely too early. So
Okay.
Maybe Thursday, Friday is the earliest. So.
You got it. All right, we will do. We'll look forward to talking to you soon and seeing you hopefully before too long. Thanks, Tina. All right, bye-bye. All right, great call. She wanted to know
when you're
how,
having fun, huh?
yeah, she wanted to know how he's going to make money, so we got to explain it to her, and she's on the fence, but we'll see what happens. So another one for Nick. Oh, great being with you guys. Thanks for everything. That's a lot of fun.
I will say I enjoy talking to investors more because they get it, and as long as you can explain to them how they make money and how they're not going to lose, then they understand it. So
it's a simple business decision for them.
Both investors and high-priced homes, because usually the people with the $1 million plus homes, they get it too. They understand it, and so it's a lot easier to work with them. With the lower $79,000 homes, it was a little bit tougher, to make sure everybody understands, how it's all going to work. So
that's so true. I come up with a saying: people that have $1 million house think they have $1 million house. People that have $100,000 house think they have the world.
There you go.
Seems to be a lot the way it works for us anyway. So good stuff. Well, great time with all of you all. Good to see you, Tony.
What's up, Andrew? Hey, what is this? I've been doing this a lot of years. You're not even a lot of years old. What's going on with that, man?
Conglomerate, man. Come on now. Seven's a lot in my life, man. I've not lived much longer than that. Like
I know. You're doing a great job, man. Really, really.
Hey, thank you.
Top notch, brother.
And Nick and John, thank you guys and the rest of you mentors. Awesome being with you all.
Always a
Thanks,
pleasure.
Andrew. Have a good night.
You too.
Thank you.
Yeah. What's up, Nick?
94% say we should keep on going.
Okay, so John got the results of the poll. 94% of people think that we should stop right now and go home and enjoy time with.
No.
Oh no, it was the opposite. Okay, 94% think that we should stay here and neglect our children and our families.
What these guys right here?
Those
Oh, oh my God.
That's my kids on the outside and John's little girl in the middle.
That is a fabulous picture.
Yeah, that was we were on vacation. They woke up early in the morning and that was breakfast. So they had some pretty disheveled hair and pajamas on. So.
Oh man, I remember those days well.
You got 5 minutes. How many calls can you make in 5 minutes?
Well, let's find out. Let's find out.
Find out.
All right. That was adorable. Thanks, Nick. I remember those days when my kids were that young. Now my boys just turned 22. He's in the Air Force and is serving our country, doing a great job. And I just found out today he has COVID. So that makes the whole family who's had COVID. It sucks, but what are you going to do? And my other son is going to be 21 at the end of May. So time flies. It seems like yesterday they were in diapers and then missing teeth and all that good stuff. Anyways, I'm calling for Larry Shulman. Properties in Bowling Green, Kentucky. Let's see what we got. So his name is Joel. Or as they say in some places.
Hello.
Hi, I'm trying to reach Joel, please.
This is Joel.
Hey, Joel, how you doing? My name is Tony Pearl. I'm calling about the house that you're selling at 1510 Saturn Way. Is it still available?
It's not closed, but we had the inspection today and got a contract, but just never know.
Okay. When is it supposed to close? Do you know? Do they have a closing date yet?
We got to get through an appraisal and then it closed probably first week of June.
Oh, wow. Okay. Did you get a nice offer for it?
Got what I asked.
Oh, all right. Good deal, man. Good deal. All right. I'll tell you what. How about would it be all right to give you a follow-up call within like a couple weeks or so, give or take? You never know what could happen between now and then.
No, believe me, I understand. The inspector was there today, and I knew he was going to check on some things. So, just a matter of what all they say has to be done. And then we go to the appraisal, and then you never know. You know what I mean? So it's not a done deal.
You never know. It's not done until the check is cleared, right?
That's what I keep telling my father-in-law. He doesn't seem to believe me. But yeah, no, definitely put me on your list or call me back. I'm open to talking to somebody if I want to buy it if this doesn't go through.
Absolutely. Okay. Hey, that sounds great. I appreciate your time tonight.
Thank you, bye.
Okay, bye. Take care. All righty. There we go. UCFU. Those are the official abbreviations. Under contract, follow up. What did you think FU meant? I don't know. All right, let's make one more call here. Let's see what we got going on. This is for student Richard Grissom, and this property is in Illinois, Land O' Lincoln. All right, let's see if I can read this writing here. You guys enjoying this today? You're not getting tired, are you? We're going again at it tomorrow. We got more stuff coming. Ron's an old man. He's still going. Look at him. Don't tell him I said that. By the way, we get great respect, great response for these live seller calls. It's where the rubber really meets the road. You see what we actually do and how real this is, because you never know what's on the other end of that line, do you? Neither do we, which is why we got to be ready to roll. All right, ring, ring, ring. Come on, man.
Your call has been forwarded.
Well, that's an NA, which stands for no answer. All right. Let's see. Let's call one more. One more, okay? Let's do that. This is in the great state of Alabama. By the way, we had so much fun at the last event. Like I said, I got to do my impression of Jay Connor when the private money lender. Oh, my lands. It was a blast. It was so much fun. All right, here we go. This is calling Tito. Seller's name is Tito. Asking some different.
Hi, this is Debbie. Leave me a message.
Sorry, Debbie, I will not be leaving a message tonight. You missed out on the $1 million call. Oh, well. All right, Nick, can I make one more call? Or no?
One more.
One more? All right. This looks like it's like a $2 million house here in New York State. Here we go. Efrats. Let's see what's up. You guys having fun? I'm having fun.
Hello.
Hi, I'm trying to reach Efrat, please.
Hi, this is her.
Hi, Efrat. My name is Tony. I'm calling about the house that you're selling at 345 Washington Avenue. Is it? Is this still available?
Yep, it is.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. Okay. How's it going tonight? Am I calling you at a bad time?
Good. I'm just wondering why there's no caller ID.
Oh my goodness. Is that how it's showing up? I'm sorry. I'm trying I'm a little mysterious, but not trying to be. Nothing to hide here.
That's okay.
All right.
Are you looking to purchase?
Yes, ma'am, I am. And the reason I'm calling is I'm actually following up on a call you had with my assistant not too long ago. And I'm just following up on that conversation. So I understand what I'm told here is that if we can work out the details of everything that you would be, as far as price and everything, that you would be open to the possibility of taking payments on the house for a little while until we can get you cashed out. Is that correct?
Payments for how long?
Well, we normally like to get as long a term as possible. What do you think the longest you could give us would be?
Well, if you would want to do payments, you would have to let us live in it.
Oh, I see. I see. Well,
yeah.
Okay. I can appreciate it. I am an investor, so I'll put my cards on the table there. So I would not be the one living in the house, but the people that we would be putting in are going to be fully.
I'm saying we would want to live, like I.
Oh.
I would want to live in it. Yeah, because I'm giving like that, like flexibility.
Right.
Of time. Time is money. So because of that flexibility, like that would be something that we would like require. Like, so if, let's say you want to do something like a 5-year term, we could work something out, like the payments, we live in it, and then after 5 years, like, you could have it, and then you give us the full payment. But I don't think we could go anywhere more than that, and we would probably need like a down payment, at least like a quarter of the value.
Oh my goodness, a quarter of the value.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you would want a down payment and to continue living in the house for like a 5-year term.
Right. Like, and like, I'm going to emphasize the down payment because that's like the more crucial part. Like, maybe we could work around the living and take that out. But like, it's initially like we would be looking to like, to get like that. So otherwise there would be no reason for us to do it when someone else could just give us everything up front, and investors like have contacted me.
Right.
It's just like, I don't know if it like makes sense. If someone is willing to accommodate like our needs, then possibly. But otherwise, I would see it like just making more like financially sensible to us to just take everything up front. So
what is the least you would consider taking for this house?
Up front?
No, total purchase price.
Oh, 1.95.
And is that the best you think you can do?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it's a very popular neighborhood, and I don't know if you're aware of it or if you like are from here or where you're from, but like people are like running to this place and to this neighborhood. It's like a very nice community, so there's a huge ask. It's about supply and demand. So. Okay,
and you think your house is worth at least that much?
Yeah, it was built in 2020, so it was completely from scratch. So everything is new.
Very nice, very nice. Okay. Well, I don't think that would work out for us. We normally buy with nothing down. We can give something down, but it certainly couldn't be 25%, especially if you're going to continue living in it. So I'm sure you'd be able to sell the house, no problem. I'm sure you get plenty of calls and plenty of interest on it, right?
Yeah, we really, really do. And yeah, like I said, like some investors have contacted me, but that's like what I like to say. Like I always like to say, like, the down payment is the crucial aspect for us. And if someone is, I did speak to someone who was willing to put down like about 600 or 700 in the beginning.
Wow.
So we're kind of talking through, if that's something that you would want to, you're more than welcome to contact me again. If that's something that doesn't work for you, then that's all right.
Okay. Well, it sounds like you must have a good reason for needing or wanting such a large down payment. Would you mind if I ask what it is?
It's just like personal needs that we have to take care of. Just like, we just need it. So we need to take care of the thing. We need to close down certain things. So,
okay. I understand.
Yeah.
What if there was a way that you could get that cash and still have it work for you? What about the possibility if you were to refinance the house and took all the cash out that you needed and then we work with you in that way? That's not something you would consider, is it?
Say that again?
If you were to refinance the house, take all the cash out that you need, and then we could take it over and work out something with you to buy it then? Is that something you might consider?
Possibly. It's more like we have like a big loan that we need to take care of. So if you would want to refinance that, that may be something we could work around. I have to speak to, some people that are like my family who's also involved in this. So I confirm. But possibly.
Okay.
That could be a thought.
So you have outside financial needs that are not associated with this house that you need to do something with this house in order to take care of. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah, we
Okay.
would need at least, like, if you would want to take over that payment, we would still need another, like, 200, 300 down.
Oh my.
Yeah, for personal things that we need. But besides that, if you would want to, it would be definitely less than 25% if you're going to be willing to take that over.
Okay, I understand. Okay. Well, I'll take another look at this and get back to you. I'm actually working with a local guy. His name is Brian. I'm the senior partner here. So I'll have a conversation with him and see what we can possibly do and see if this is something we might be able to put together with you and follow up. Okay. But if not, good luck with everything. Maybe we'll be talking again soon. Okay. I appreciate your time tonight.
If you could text me your number just so I know it's you when you call, it would be greatly appreciated, just so I have, like, a number.
Sure. I'm in the Northern Virginia, DC area, just to let you know. So I'm a little bit south of you, but I'll be happy to do that.
No worries.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Sounds
Thanks for your time, Efrat. Take care. Bye-bye. So she wanted 25% down on a $2 million house. Yeah, that won't work for us, but we'll see what other things we can do. We'll see what we can possibly have happen. Doesn't sound like it'd be a good fit at this time, but you never know. Everyone's minds can change with time and circumstance, right, Nick?
That's right.
Awesome.
And that one extra call sure did take a long time, huh? It sounded like a could be a good lead, but yeah, I mean that's $500,000. That's a lot, but she seemed again possibly open to the refinancing. So again, pivot, right?
That's right. You never know.
All right.
You never know. All right. Thank you very much. Y'all have a good night.
Move on to Lynette. Thank you, Tony. Have a good night.
Awesome. Okay, so I have half an hour.
Yep. 5 minutes. That's exactly right.
Okay. All right. I'm going to take 30 seconds to teach something really fast, really important, okay? 30 seconds. Andrew was talking to a seller, and the seller said, "Who are you? I've been getting all these calls." That's where you want to do your real estate investor bio, and we're going to be teaching that on the last day, Friday. And then also, I want you guys to type this in the comment box if you're still awake, hopefully. Instead of saying investor, put an X on that, I want you to type this in the comment box. We buy and sell houses all around the area. Okay, so when they say, "Are you an investor?" I say, "I buy and sell houses all around the area." Okay, and we're the buyer. So if you guys want to type that in real fast, and like Ron always says, you always want to get the seller to make you the offer. So a couple of things, 2 quick tips to have the seller make you the offer is I actually say, well, actually, that's the question I was going to ask you. Okay. And so you want to make sure you're not begging, talking too much, all the mistakes that Ron talks about. But anyway, so I'm dialing the first number. Right, here we go. Be home, be home. We love, this is a no turn to yes. I love turning no's to yeses. This is my favorite. Got my 3-minute sound timer.
Hello.
Hi there. My name is Lynette Wolf, and I was interested in buying your house. Is it still for sale?
Yeah, I mean, are you the real estate or the person?
Actually, I'm the buyer. I would be the one buying the house. The good news is I'm not a real estate agent, so you would not have to pay out 6% commission, okay?
Okay.
Awesome. And how do you say your name?
Vinay.
Hi.
V-I-N-A-Y.
Okay, hi Vinay. My name is Lynette Wolf, just like the animal, so it's super easy to remember. My assistant had called and got most of the information. Of course, I see all the pictures. Just had some questions before I come over and take a look at the house. Do you have a couple minutes to talk?
Yeah, but are you in the town here or?
Oh yeah, good question. I'm glad you brought that up. My partner actually, Capshaw, lives right over by the house. They're the ones that are going to come see the house, okay? Because obviously we need to see the house before you could buy it, okay?
Oh yeah, sure.
Sure.
But I will be. It's something bad time happened. I'll be out of town until the end of May.
Oh, okay. So you're not in town till the end of May?
Yeah, because we didn't know I had something come up. I had to leave the town.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry to hear that. Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. Here.
If you're still willing to, I'll be back on the end of May then.
End of May?
We can
Okay.
go from there.
Well,
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, is there any way we could have access to the house before the end of May to come take a look at it, see if we like it?
Yeah, there's nobody at the house. That's the problem.
I see. Nobody at the house. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let me ask you this. Sometimes what we'll do is we'll buy the house based on just everything we can see. And then, of course, the final decision would be the end of May when we actually see the house. So I just have a couple quick questions for you before we're able to meet the end of May, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, so as far as I already mentioned that, we would be buying the house, and so obviously there's no 6% commission. And since we're buying the house, what would be the least you're willing to sell the house for?
That's the price. I don't want to bigger the
$570.
price.
Okay, well
I mean, that's the list price. I don't want to go less because a lot of people are keep calling me.
Yeah, no worries, Vinay. Guess what? The good news is that's definitely within our price range. Yeah, we could definitely purchase the house. Yeah, we could definitely buy the house for right around $570,000. That's in our range.
Okay.
We can talk about that when we come see the house. So yeah, so the way it normally works is we go ahead and buy the house, purchase it, $570,000, and we would go ahead and cover your property taxes, your insurance, and your monthly payments. So since we're going to be covering that payment for you, approximately how much is that per month?
You mean how much is rent right now?
How much per month do you pay property taxes, insurance, your monthly payment?
Oh, $1,700.
$1,700. Okay, so yeah, that's definitely within our price range. We could definitely cover that. So now the way we do it is we'd be covering that payment for you until we pay you off in full at a later date. So if you're flexible to give us time to pay you off in full, we would like to obviously come see the house the end of May.
Okay. All right. Sounds good.
And one last quick question. On this type of transaction, Vinay, we usually put nothing down. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and send you an email. Can you give me your email address?
B as a boy. I-N-A-Y-A dot R-E-G as a golf. M-I-123 at gmail.com.
That's the longest email I've ever heard. Thank you. I got it though. Yeah. All right. So we're going to send you an email and congratulations. I think it'll work out good for you and good for us.
All right. Thank
Okay.
you.
My name's Lynette Wolf. Okay. Bye.
All right. Thanks. Bye.
All right. So in that case, since we can't see the house till the end of May, I told him I'd like to go ahead and write everything we talked about. The monthly payment was $1,700. He said okay on nothing down, and he would give us time on the term there. So notice that when we make these calls, you want to make sure we are not going out to meet the seller unless we have at least 3 of the 4 deal points done. Who knows what the 4 deal points are? Type that in the comment box. Purchase price, monthly. If you know what the 4 deal points are, I want to see if you're still awake. Type that in the comment box. 962. That's a good deal. Did you know everybody I've talked to so far, 3 sellers, and all 3 of them were deal meetings? That is crazy. That's 100% Ron LeGrand. We love you. Oh, did you see the fan? It says we love Ron LeGrand. And of course, we're going to talk about this because...
This is Steve.
Hi, Steve. My name's Lynette Wolf, and I was interested in buying your house. Is it still for sale?
Yes, you're talking about the condo in Lincoln?
Yeah, the condo. 2-bedroom, 2-bath. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Okay, I actually got most of the information my assistant had called. And she said that, by the way, I'm the buyer. I would be the one buying the house. I am not, I'm not a real estate agent, so you wouldn't have to pay out 6% commission, okay?
Okay.
All right, awesome. And I got most of the information. A couple questions before I come take a look at the house. So since I'd be buying the house, what would be the least you're willing to sell the house for?
Oh, that is a good question. I guess it depends a little bit on what all you would want. I mean, Are you wanting to leave any furniture or anything like that, or you want everything out?
We are flexible on that, Steve, so I'm
Okay.
glad you brought that up. So I just wondered, I know you're asking 850,000. I just wondered if you had some flexibility. We can talk about that when we come see the house.
Yes, we do.
Okay, awesome. So you have flexibility. That's the good news is that's definitely within our price range. No worries there. Okay.
Okay.
So
Okay.
now, like I said, I have a couple quick questions. Now, what we do is we could buy the house. Yeah, we could definitely purchase a house right around that $850,000. And then the way it normally works is that we would go ahead and cover your property taxes, your insurance, and your monthly payment. So since we'll be covering that payment with the property taxes and insurance and everything, approximately how much is that per month?
Well, you're talking about just the insurance and HOA fees and things like that.
Yes, do you have a mortgage on the property?
We do not have a mortgage.
Okay, awesome. It's free and clear. Okay. All right.
Yes.
So let me ask you this then. If we were going to go ahead and buy the house, like I said, there's no real estate commission, right around 850,000 is in our price range. And the other good news that I forgot to mention is we can actually pay all the closing costs. So we're going to pay your closing costs and our closing costs. Obviously, that's thousands of dollars. So what would be the least amount we could pay you per month, Steve, until we pay you off in full at a later date?
Well, that's a good question. That kind of depend on how long it would be until you'd want to pay us off.
Okay. Actually, I'm glad you brought that up. What we do is that we actually are going to try to cash you out sooner than later. I already told you we're the buyer. Eventually, someday we're going to sell it. That's where we make our money. Obviously, we're not a nonprofit organization. So we're going to try to have that happen sooner than later. But obviously, if you're flexible to give us years versus months, we can talk about that when we come see the house, okay?
Okay. I mean, I kind of need, in order for us to get our exclusion for living in the house, we're going to need to have this sold within probably, a year to 18 months.
Well, you know what? I'll tell you what. We are going to need a couple years, but there's a good chance we could cash you out in 6 months, 9 months, 12 months. But just so our backs aren't up against the wall, you know, how Murphy lives in your backyard or whatever, we would need to put a couple years. We can talk about that when we come see the house, okay?
Okay. All right.
So we kind of were asking that quick little question, just a range. I want to make sure it's in my comfort zone. What's the least amount we could pay you per month until we pay you off in full, the $850,000?
Let me, here's the thing. If it was sooner than later,
yes,
my preference would be to raise the price and then have it all applied towards the purchase price.
Well, and we're flexible, but what are you talking on a monthly? Just a range.
Well, I know we wouldn't take less than $2,500 a month.
$2,500 per month. So would that be the best you can do?
That would, we'd rented it out.
Okay.
That's where we started renting it out.
Okay.
8 years ago.
Well, here's the good news. The good news is we can definitely cover that $2,500 a month. That's definitely within the range. $2,500 a month. Now, the nice thing is when we buy the house, there's actually we don't have. I know the house, the condo is gorgeous, but we don't say fix this little thing or this little thing. There's no inspections, no contingencies. We don't have to worry about the appraisal coming in or anything. It's real hassle free, and we can close whenever you want, kind of thing. So there's definitely a lot of benefits to working with us. We can close quickly if you would like. I know the condo is vacant. Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah, so we can close quickly. So when we come see the house, if we like what we see, we're serious buyers. We're going to bring over a little piece of paper from our real estate attorney. It'll be a standard purchase and sale agreement. It'll show the purchase price, right around that $850,000 and the $2,500 a month. Now, one last thing. Are you the only one on title, Steve, or is there anybody else on the condo title?
Let's see. I'm trying to remember how. It's actually in a trust, I think, in my wife's name. Isn't that a condo? I don't know. Yeah, it's my wife's trust.
Okay. Is there any way we can meet your wife as well when we come see the condo?
Sure. Yeah.
Awesome. What's her first name?
Jennifer.
Oh, good. Jennifer. My name's Lynette Wolf, just like the animal, like I said, and It's pretty easy to remember, Steve, because just think of like a wolf howling, like, oh.
All right.
So you won't forget my last name. Can we get together Saturday or Sunday? What works out better for you?
Well, I'll tell you what, my mother died and her funeral is Saturday, so that's probably not going to work.
I'm sorry. How about the next weekend?
The next weekend would definitely be better.
Okay, I'm sorry to hear about. I'm sorry to hear about that. Okay, so the following Saturday would be the 24th. Okay, so
Okay.
Saturday 24th. Do you like morning or afternoon?
We can do, I think, either one.
Okay.
Hold on here. I have my wife. I'd like to look at the condo.
Jennifer?
From Saturday.
Yeah.
Yes, Jennifer.
She's there. I heard her. Yeah. Either I could do 3 o'clock or noon, either noon or 3 o'clock, somewhere in that range. What's your schedule like?
Okay. Hold on. We're still looking at our schedule. That is, but it's a week. Okay.
After the funeral.
Yeah. So maybe noon would be a good time.
Okay, noon, that'd be perfect. Okay, now on this type of transaction, we usually put nothing down. So if you're okay with that, we want to come see the house Saturday the 24th at noon.
Okay. And what was your first name again?
Wolf, my first name, Lynette. Lynette?
Lynette.
Yeah, and my partner's name is Capshaw, and they're going to be there. They live right over by the condo. Okay, so I actually live in Arizona. I'm going to be available by video chat. My partner is going to put me on like a video, so it's kind of like I'm there, but I'm not. But my partner is going to be there, and I think this will work out good for you and good for us. If you have any questions, write them down, and we will see you Saturday the 24th at noon.
All right, that sounds good. Let me just revisit a few things to make sure that I understand, because a lot of what you're talking about is a little bit unconventional.
Sure.
From what we were planning on. So I just want to make sure that I have the information correct
You
that
betcha.
you're talking about. So you're talking about putting nothing down, but renting for a few months.
Yeah, so we can either do a lease to own, okay, or we can buy it with owner financing. Either way, we're going to go ahead and cover that payment that you were talking about, the $2,500 a month, give you full price. Remember, we're coming up with a lot of money because we're going to do all the closing costs. So obviously, we're going to do a lot of money, and we can close whenever you want kind of thing. And so as long as you're flexible, which it sounds like you are, we can talk about more of the details when we come see the house on April 24th.
Okay. All right. Well, and that's fine. And so owner financing would be
The same thing, basically, because the only difference is we're buying the house for sure. We're not going to rent it, maybe someday buy it. We're actually for sure buying it. So that's a better way to go.
Okay.
All right. So my name's Lynette Wolf. My partner's name is Capshaw. And congratulations. Looking forward to meeting you and Jennifer on Saturday the 24th.
Okay. And you have my number. So
And I got your email. I'm going to send you a group text confirming the time because it's so far away. And once again, my condolences for your mother.
Okay. Thank you. So Kamcha will be the one that's actually
Yes. Yep.
that we'll be meeting with.
In person. I'll be there video chat.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Well, just have her give us a call when she arrives, and we'll meet her out in front of the building and get her through the security system then.
Awesome. Okay. Congratulations, and we'll see you then.
All right.
Okay.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Bye-bye. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Oh, my goodness. You know what, Nick? I
What,
actually...
Lynette?
This is so exciting. I love doing live seller calls. I got a hold of 4 sellers and have 4 deal appointments. Ron
I know.
LeGrand is not going to believe this.
You're only able to call 4 people.
I only talked
did
to
you
4
have-
people.
Well, did you have any people that didn't answer? I didn't even hear any of those.
Yeah, I just hung up and threw it on the ground. There's
Okay.
a couple on the ground there.
I thought you got them all on the phone too. I
Well,
was surprised at that because
No, but this is important. I mean, this is incredible. Talked to
4
4
for 4.
sellers and got 4 deal meetings. I mean,
That's awesome.
I just love doing live.
I'm
Deal
honestly,
maker me.
I'm
Huh?
impressed at how you pulled off the wince when he said $2,500 a month on an $850,000 house. I mean, I would have just been like, like excitement would have just escaped. I'm like, really? But you were like, ooh, 2,500. Yeah, I guess we can make that work. But I'm 2,500 for an $850,000 house. Wow.
Hey, the seller makes us the offer.
Yeah. All right.
That's right.
Well,
All right.
these
Hey,
are great calls.
I want to say thank you, Nick. We've known you forever and ever and ever. Been part of Global Publishing with Nick and Debbie and Jennifer and the whole team. We love you guys and really appreciate you. You're doing an incredible job with this summit.
Well, thank you, Lynette. We're having fun with it. So
you might as well
All right.
have fun while you make a lot of money, right? Cha-ching, cha-ching. Hey, type that in if it's not too late. Cha-ching, cha-ching. Type that in. Everybody. Cha-ching, cha-ching. It's not too late. I want to make sure they're awake.
All right. Bye, Lynette.
That was
Okay,
great,
bye.
Lynette.
Thank you, BJ.
Awesome.
All right,
Hi,
Barbara?
let's have some more fun. We're going to make some more calls. You ready? Okay, this one is James Grell, and this lead is in Carlsbad, California. We're going to try it again. We tried earlier. He wasn't home, so maybe he'll be home this time. Here we go. Second time's the charm, right? Guys enjoying the summit? Yeah? Enjoying the live seller calls? Come on, answer. Answer.
The Google subscriber you have called is not available. Please leave a message.
All right, giving up on that one. All right, next. So this is a lead in Marietta, California, and we're going to give them a call. Let's see. Here we go, 951. They're going to answer.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice.
All right, they didn't answer. Next. Okay, here we go. This one is in Fort Worth, Texas. Here we go. Can't read it very well. You guys got to read right where you can read it. Come on, answer now.
Please leave your message for 8.
All right, that one's not available. Next. Okay, here we go. We're going to try another one. This one's asking $3 million even. So let's see where we go with this one. In Colorado Springs, this is Michael McDaniel is the student. So 432. Come on, John, answer.
Hello, leave a number, please.
All right, what is it? I guess everybody's eating dinner or chilling out, right? Okay, well, we got one more. We're going to try here. Try one more. This is Michael's lead 2, and it is in Boulder, California, Colorado, and they're asking $2,395,000. So here we go.
Your call cannot be completed as.
All right, it helps to dial the number right. Wait. Yeah, let's try that again. Okay. 303. Here we go. Looking for Jim.
Hi, this is Jim Greer. I'm sorry, Mr.
Well, that's all of the yes leads. The rest of them are no leads. Do you want me to call a couple more, or do you want to hang it up?
No, we're about out of time.
Okay. Well, sometimes that happens, guys, but you just got to keep calling and just say next. So, had fun. Hope you guys enjoyed all the live seller calls. Nick, take it away.
All right, thanks, Barbara. Yeah, I mean, like we said, these are unfiltered. We didn't pick out the best leads or anything. They're just this is it, you know. And some get answered and some don't. So